Yeah. Fired up. This one's for the drivers.
Out in the shop, late night lights, grease on our hands, chasing lap times. Every turn, every line we find, trying to build that edge you feel when you drive. From the blacktop tracks to the dirt out back, we've been putting in work, yeah, we live like that. Not just fast for a lap, we make it last. So when it counts, you're gone on the gas. We don't gas, we know what it takes. Every set of build from the ground we break. If you want that feel when the car locks in, you're in the right place. Let's go win. Yeah, we built for the win. Hammer down, let it ride, do it all again. From the green flag flying to the checkered drop, we're the reason you're leading Tier 1 setup shop. Tier 1, take it straight to the front. League nights, open runs, we're the ones you want. Dialed in speed, yeah, we don't miss shots. If you wanna win races, Tier 1 setup shop. Got weekly sets ready to roll. Quality trim sharp, race pace control. Builders in the lab, yeah, they stay on it. Every tweak, every change, we gain on it. Need a custom fit, yeah, we do that too. Built to match your style, what you like to do. And it ain't just speed, it's a team right here. We ride together every lap, every gear. Yeah, we test, we tone, we put in the miles. Turn bad weeks into victory smiles. From rookies to pros, we're all about growth. Now fire that motor, let's get to the front. Yeah, we built for the win. Hammer down, let it ride, do it all again. From the green flag flying to the checkered drop, we're the reason you're leading Tier 1 setup shop. Tier 1, yeah, you know the name. When the pressure's on, we bring the game. From the shop to the track, yeah, we don't stop. If you wanna win races, Tier 1 setup shop. Yeah, see you in victory lane. Tier 1. Till we build, till we build, till we build, build. Tier 1 setup shop.
Yeah. Fired up. This one's for the drivers.
Out in the shop, late night lights, grease on our hands, chasing lap times. Every turn, every line we find, trying to build that edge you feel when you drive. From the blacktop tracks to the dirt out back, we've been putting in work, yeah, we live like that. Not just fast for a lap, we make it last. So when it counts,
Looking to take your racing to the next level? You need speed and you need style. At Tier 1 Setup Shop, we'll help you hit the track with total confidence. We provide race-winning setups for all three eNASCAR series, Cup, Xfinity, and trucks, plus a huge variety of asphalt oval cars. We've also brought that performance to the dirt. Winged and non-winged sprint cars, micro sprints, dirt midgets, all built by racers who know how to win. And now, get the perfect look. We offer professional wraps and graphics with Tier 1 wraps. Multiple feature artists make it easy to find a design to fit your exact needs and budget. Get what you need when you need it with individual setup purchases, or get full weekly access with a Tier 1 subscription. Tier 1 Setup Shop. You're more than a customer, you're part of the team. Looking to
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
There we go. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Tier 1 Studio. My name is Pat Wilkinson. Up in the booth, joining me tonight are only the voices inside my head as we are here with the Wild West Racing League here at KERN Speedway. Kern County Raceway, that's the place, my apologies. With just about 4.5 minutes, 4 3/4 of a minute left in practice. Riding on board with Derek Holochak in the late model stocks. And I believe, as you can see, I'm in quite the different car than everybody else. And as you can see, as on the timing tower, we will be doing a parade lap in honor of Kyle Busch before we go green flag tonight here with the Wild West Racing League, brought to you in part by... Sorry, I'm a little unprepared for today. That's my own darn fault. Oop, I'm also in the wrong channel. That might be part of why I can't see any of my new stuff. Tonight's broadcast brought to you in part by WIO Outlaw Custom Diecast, the Stanford Wick Foundation, Redline Radio, and Raiders Wasteland, the premier DayZ experience on Xbox, veteran-owned and operated. Raiders Wasteland offering something for every gamer looking to survive the zombie apocalypse. Weekly events for PvE and PvP players and different maps for all to enjoy. Join the Discord today at Raider PvE, RAIDER PvE. This broadcast also brought to you in part by Tier 1 Studios, Tier 1 Setup Shop, and Tier 1 Wraps. All the professional sponsors of Tier 1 Studios. If you are a broadcaster and want to be part of the action here at Tier 1, please feel free to reach out at Tier 1 Discord. At the Tier 1 Discord, excuse me. I'm a bit dim today. It's been another scorcher here in New England. We take a look at the active grid so far. Peyton Burkett currently leading the way. Blake Cutroll in second. Derek Holochak in third. Trey Smith, Justin Bell, Dakota Henderson, James Napier, Scott Rush, Tanner Ensign, and obviously me, Pat Wilkinson, up in the booth leading the parade lap. We roll down through the remainder of the field. Mike Presley, Brighton Coleman, Marcus Kaiser, and Mike Lovelace by the skin of his teeth, joining up at the last minute once again. Again, everybody but me in a in a late model stock. We will be doing a parade lap out here tonight, or two, for the late, great Kyle Busch at the age of 41. Very tragic event to have happen in the NASCAR community so soon after the dearly beloved passing of one Mr. Greg Biffle in an airplane accident earlier this year. Kyle Busch was just 41 and he lost his life due to complications with pneumonia and sepsis. And at this time, as far as I'm aware, that is all that has been revealed to us. Our thoughts and prayers go out to Kyle Busch's family, his lovely wife and 2 children, and massive, massive respect to Mr. Richard Childress. I don't know why I thought it was Rick Hendrick. My apologies, Mr. Childress. Rick Childress is partially retiring the number 8 until Kyle Busch's son gets to the level to be able to drive in the NASCAR Cup Series. So they are reserving the number 8 for his son, and I think that is a commendable thing. So we are coming down to the final minute here in practice. Final 45 seconds. A lot of fast cars out here tonight. Peyton Burkett in the number 171, or the number 17, excuse me. Final 15 seconds left in practice. Riding on board with Peyton Burkett. Practice coming to a close as 17 pile drives it into the wall. As the 89 and the 44, or 48, excuse me, go side by side across the start-finish line. We go over to qualifying. Tanner Ensign first to brave the racetrack in the number 44. A lot of Kyle Busch tribute paint jobs out here tonight. We will ride on board with him. Tanner Ensign, the number 44. Trying to warm that car up. Just coming to the end of pit road. Not sure if he's remembered his qualifying setup. As he parks it on the bottom of the racetrack. There he goes now. Getting underway. Just wanted to take a minute, check the setups, make sure he was all set. Rolling through turns 3 and 4 we go. Green flag is out for Tanner Ensign. Across the start-finish line. Setting up his first flying lap here, staying in the midline. Through turns 1 and 2, sliding up high, off of 2, down the backstretch into turn 3. Braking a little early, trying to stay right in the groove in the midline of turns 3 and 4 again. Through the restart zone, past the start-finish line. My apologies for getting a little dry there. 4th place at the moment. Let's see if he turns out the wick. Into turns 1 and 2 we go again. Little sideways. Running it all the way up against the wall. Down the backstretch into turn 3. Trying to get it nice and low this time. Dives it deep into turn 3. Slides up off of turn 4. As the start-finish line we go. Tanner Ensign does not improve. My apologies. He's down to 7th. Derek Holochak in the 89 up to 1st. Justin Bell in 5th. Dakota Henderson, James Napier, both out on track. Still 88 of James Napier now. We're on board with cross start-finish line. He stays 9th. Brighton Coleman and Mike Lovelace. Lovelace out on the racetrack, trying to keep some speed going. First flying lap for the number 68. Very loose through turns 1 and 2. Rear end of that race car kicking out very wide there. Into turns 3 and 4 we go. The unlabeled manufacturer late model stock of Mike Lovelace only up to 10th on his opening lap. Runs it all the way down to the bottom, nice and high off of turn 2. Scraping off the wall a little bit, gotta be a little careful. All the way down to the bottom, through turns 3 and 4. All the way up through the restart zone, really winding that baby up. Let's see what he can do. 7th place for Mike Lovelace. Brighton Coleman now on track in the number 4 Interstate Batteries car. Not yet set a time. He does set a time, and he is down in 13th place. Not the start he wanted. So we wait for qualifying to come to a close. Everybody has qualified, all 13 cars that will be racing tonight. There we go. Moving on from the session now, we are going into our tribute laps. So apologies that you're going to only be getting a in-car camera for the next little bit. Thank you. I'll make sure to get pictures of that post-race. 1 lap to green here at Kern County. Pace car's lights are off. Everybody rolling down the backstretch. Peyton Burkett, Derek Holochek, Blake Cutwell, Marcus Kaiser, Mike Loveless, Trey Smith, Dakota Henderson, Tanner Ensign, Scott Rush, James Napier, Brighton Coleman, Mike Presley, and Justin Bell. Pace car is off. Rolling up towards the restart zone we go. Green flag is in the air. We are racing here at Kern County. Down into turns 1 and 2, Peyton Burkett and this 89 of Derek Holochek through turns 1 and 2, 17 with a beautiful move. Through turns 1 and 2, whole field starting to spread out behind them as we charge down into turns 3 and 4. 89, 17, 48, 68, 68 of Mike Loveless up 3. Big mover early in the race, but let's see if he can keep that up. 48 of Blake Cutwell just ahead of him. As we charge down into turns 1 and 2, we go again here at Kern County. 89 still leading the way. Peyton Burkett in second. Mike Loveless up to third. First caution of the night. Blake Cutwell goes around. 48 of Blake Cutwell. Down into turns 1 and 2. Gasses it up a little too early, sends it around, and gets clobbered by the 68 of Mike Loveless. Nowhere for him to go. Bringing out the first caution of the night here at Kern County. I apologize in advance, folks, for air conditioner Mike once again. But that gives us a moment or two to take a look at this beautiful field of cars out here tonight. 89 of Derek Holochek leading the way. 17 right behind him of Peyton Burkett. Water Wheel Foundation and Meals on Wheels, number 68 of Mike Loveless. Marcus Kaiser with, I believe this is the University of Alabama, number 42. My apologies if it is not. Number 3 of Trey Smith running a Twix Kyle Busch inspired late model out here tonight. Dakota Henderson in the 5 running a Red Bull paint scheme for the first time. Interesting paint job, Dakota. I like it. 44 of Tanner Ensign running the iconic red, white, and blue number 44 of Kyle Busch this time. James Napier doing his best Dale Jr. impression in the number 88 Nationwide machine. Scott Rush in the 04 yellow M&M's machine. Justin Bell in the number 8 in the Peanuts, or the Pretzels M&M, number 8, or Crispy. I knew it was one of them. Brighton Coleman in the Interstate Batteries number 4. Mike Presley at the rear of the field in the number 0 Lowe's machine, throwing it all the way back to his start in NASCAR. Blake Cottrell in the number 48. I'm not certain if this is also a Kyle Busch inspired paint job, but if not, it is regardless a very pretty number 48 car. This is 68 of Mike Loveless just off of pit road now. First caution of the night coming to a close. Pace car getting ready to dive down pit road this time. Turns 1 and 2, everybody getting settled back in. Taking a look down the backstretch as the field starts to assemble. Once again, pace car, good width ahead. 89 Corvette late model. 17 Camaro. Through turns 3 and 4 we go. Pace car is off. Rolling up towards the restart zone we go. Green flag back in the air. Lap 6 of 60. Just about over a tenth of the way into this race. 3 of Trey Smith with a bold move, cutting across the 42 and the 44's noses. The 17 and the 89 leading the way still. Charge back through turns 3 and 4. Number 3 of Trey Smith very sideways. That was very loud. My apologies for that. Let's jump that down a little bit here. Go down to Marcus Kaiser in the number 42. You take a look down the backstretch. Everybody trying to get single file into the draft. 42 of Marcus Kaiser on board with now. 44, 5, 8, and the 88, and right behind them, all over his bumper. These engines screaming here tonight at Kern County. Down the back. What a noise from these late model stocks as we come to lap 10, 1/6 of the way through the race. 89 of Derek Holacek still leading the way with a commendable lead. Quarter second up on the 17 of Peyton Burkett, but over a second and a half clear of Trey Smith and the remainder of the field already as we jump down to Justin Bell in the number 8 M&M's Crispy Green machine. We're going to run down the 5 of Dakota Henderson. Beautiful slide jump on the inside. Oh, we got a spinner. 48 goes around. Blake Cottrell again. No caution. No caution before the 48. There it is. Blake Cottrell waiting on the bottom of the racetrack, not trying to come back across and take anybody out. He will most likely be counted as on the lead lap. Let's continue jumping down into the field here. We take a little bit of time under caution. Roll on board with the 04 of Scott Rush, a face we haven't seen too much of lately. It's good to see Scott back in these races. You've been missed, Scott. Welcome back. It's nice to have someone with moderate racecraft out here with the Wild West Racing League, because believe me, it does. This is like, you know, chaos control over here at the Wild West. We do have some takers: Trey Smith, Marcus Kaiser, Dakota Henderson, and Blake Cottrell down pit road again. Derek Holacek still leading the way. Peyton Burkett in second, 44 Tanner Ensign up to third. Justin Bell, James Napier, Mike Lovelace, Scott Rush, Brighton Coleman, Mike Presley, Marcus Kaiser, Trey Smith, Dakota Henderson, and Blake Cottrell all down pit road this time. We are rolling under caution here at Kern County Raceway. Again, folks, apologies for air conditioner Mike. Pace car's lights are off. We're getting ready to go green flag this time by Holacek, Burkett, Ensign, Bell, Napier, Lovelace, Rush, Coleman, Smith, Presley, Henderson, Kaiser, and Blake Cottrell still down. Oh, down one lap. Unfortunate for him. Pace car is off. Everybody getting ready to go green flag. Through the restart zone we go. Green flag is back in the air. Wait, flagman waving off. Everybody getting back up to speed nice and quick. These late model stocks taking off like bullets out here at Kern County. Down the backstretch we go. Everybody trying to get settled back in. At 17 of 60 this time by. 18 of 60 this time by, excuse me. Through turns 1 and 2, down the backstretch we go. Starting to pull away from the 44 Tanner Ensign again. It is the 89 and the 17 of Holacek and Burkett. As we jump down into the field a little bit more once again. Let's go down to Brighton Coleman in the number 4. Take a look at this Interstate Batteries number 4. Through turns 1 and 2. On the backstretch we go. Trying to run down the 88 of James Napier just ahead of him. Trying to keep up at the moment. 17 trying to challenge the lead here of Derek Holacek. He gets the run off of turn 3 and takes the lead away. Start of lap 21 of 60. Holochak trying to fight back here at Kern County. Off of turn 2, down the backstretch into turn 3. Through 4. Onto the front stretch, past the flagman. That makes a slim lead at the moment. Jump inside for just a minute here, rolling through turns 1 and 2. Short track, but steep banking out here at Kern County, all the way up against the wall. Through turns 3 and 4 we go again, past the restart zone, 22 this time by. Everybody trying to just keep up with the immense pace that these two are holding. They are about a second clear of Mike Lovelace, currently in third. Let's jump down to him as we take a ride on board with the 68, with the 8 and 44 right behind him, trying to keep that position going. Get back up in the mix out here tonight at Kern County. Down the backstretch we go again, 8 sending one up the inside on the 68. Very bold move from Justin Bell, trying to get the nose in on the 68. Down the front stretch we go into turns 1 and 2. 8 sending it in nice and late. Once again, side by side with the 68. Needs to get one. Turn 2, side by side down the backstretch. Doesn't quite have the momentum to make it happen. Gets the inside again, door to door through turns 3 and 4. 68 of Mike Lovelace getting the better runs on the front stretch, but 8 of Justin Bell getting the better turns overall. As he's still side by side off of turn 2. Down the backstretch we go. 68 throwing a bit of a block on the 8 on the bottom of the racetrack. Through turns 3 and 4. 44 of Tanner Ensign watching on, trying to capitalize on either one of their mistakes. Through turns 1 and 2 we go again. Here tonight at Kern County. A little bit more because I'm worried that the race volume is a little too high. Jump on board with the 5 of Dakota Henderson in the Red Bull Camaro, late model stock out here. 28 of 60 this time by. Start of lap 30. We are halfway through this race. Peyton Burkett leading the way still. 89 Derek Holochak over 2/3 of a second. 17, excuse me. God, that's gonna get me all night because I keep seeing two different numbers. Holochak, Lovelace, Bell, Ensign, Henderson, Napier, Rush, Smith, Coleman, Kaiser, Presley, and Cutler. 17 of Peyton Burkett, excuse me, still leading the way here. About 2/3 of a second up. Let's jump down to Mike Lovelace, leading the way for the remainder of the pack at the moment. 68, 8:44 still. With a good turn 2. Back through turns 3 and 4, trying to get settled back in and get into a good groove. 8 must have had a hell of a hit against the wall because his entire right front is exposed on that number 8 M&M's machine. Charge down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4. 68 Mike Lovelace letting off and coasting through the entry of turn 3. Letting that baby wind back up down the front stretch. Into turns 1 and 2 we go again. 8 get under pressure from the 44 now. 44 Tanner Ensign up the inside and straight past the 8 of Justin Bell. Goes very loose off of turn 2 though. Drifting completely sideways down the backstretch, managing to get it straightened back out. Let's jump down to Trey Smith, trying to run down the 04 and the 88 of Scott Rush and James Napier. Both ahead, holding off Brighton Coleman in the 4 behind. Take a look inside on Gyrocam, on board with Trey Smith now. through turns 3 and 4. Watching the 04 and the 88 just ahead of him, running in good tandem. Trying to keep up in the number 3 Twix machine. Four of Brighton Coleman slowly reeling in Trey Smith as we roll through turn 3 and 4. Past the restart zone we go. Trey Smith with about a car and a half, 2 car lengths between him and the 04, and then the 4 behind him. Going side by side with the 04 at this moment. Doesn't quite have the momentum to make it stick. Scott Rush still leading the way on Trey Smith in the 04. 4 of Brighton Coleman trying to run him down behind. 3 stuck on the bottom, getting a good turn through turns 1 and 2. Up into the fight for the lead. Burkett almost 2 seconds up on Holochak. Not sure what happened there. Derek Holochak with some serious speed troubles out here as the 68 of Mike Loveless starting to reel him in. Mike Loveless in the 68, running down the might of the 89 of Derek Holochak through turns 3 and 4. 68 getting a better run, almost making the move on him there. In the 68, still fighting it out. 68 driving it in real deep through turns 3 and 4, past the restart zone and the flagman we go. 19 laps to go here at Kern County. 68 sticking his nose all the way down to the bottom of the racetrack, trying to keep that momentum going. 89 tapping the wall a little bit. 8 behind them also getting up into the wall of Justin Bell. 68 of Mike Loveless trying to make the move on Derek Holochak. Very sideways off the bottom of turn 4. My apologies. 68 trying to hold the position. Gets it. Mike Loveless up to second place on Derek Holochak. Holochak not letting him have it that easy, though, in the number 89, trying to run him back down. Through turns 3 and 4, past the start-finish line. 8 and the 44 starting to catch back up, too. 68 of Mike Loveless starting to pull away from Derek Holochak. I'm not sure if Holochak has had enough to come to 16 laps to go. Loveless starting to pull away, almost over half a second ahead of Holochak as we go down to 4, running down this 8 of Justin Bell just ahead of him. 89 in their sights next. Currently pretty content staying behind the 8, but the 89 now starting to be in the way. 8 of Justin Bell, fighting the 89 of Derek Holochak. Through turn 1, Justin Bell makes the move. 44, Tanner Ensign to the inside, 89 up into the wall. Ensign also sneaking past. Justin Bell up to the top 3. 44, Tanner Ensign trying to run him down now as we charge through turns 1 and 2. 12 laps to go. Peyton Burkett still running away with it. He is 3.2 seconds ahead of Mike Loveless. Not sure if anybody's going to have a response to that. Second place. Nothing wrong with that, though, out here tonight at Kern County. 11 laps to go. Trying to run down the 8 of Justin Bell. Mike Loveless just ahead of the both of them. Peyton Burkett in the 17 catching up to Mike Presley. Trying to get past this 0 of Mike Presley, staying all the way down to the bottom of the racetrack. Sneaking on by Marcus Kaiser now in his sights. A little bit further up the road. Blake Cuttrell between the two of them, though. 8 laps to go. Down into turns 1 and 2 again. Dakota Henderson has crashed, no caution. There's the caution. Take a look at what happened to Dakota. 5 on the 89. Off of turn 4. Turn 1, 89 kind of came across the nose of the 5. That, don't know if that was deliberate. Third caution of the night, Peyton Burkett. This is his worst nightmare as the rest of the field is all stacked up once again with him. Everybody trying to make the most of whatever tire they have left. 5 Dakota Henderson falling to the back of the field. 1768, 889. Trey Smith, James Napier, all down pit road. Mike Loveless, Justin Bell, Derek Holochak, Trey Smith, and James Napier all down pit road. Tanner Ensign will be leading this race. Third caution of the night. And it is now that I realize we were supposed to do a lap of silence at lap 8, and I completely blanked on that. So... Pace car's lights are off, getting ready to go green flag this time by Tanner Ensign, Scott Rush, Bryton Coleman, Marcus Kaiser, Derek Holochak, Peyton Burkett, James Napier, Mike Loveless, Justin Bell, Trey Smith, Mike Presley, Dakota Henderson, and Blake Cutwell both down one. Everybody getting ready. Pace car is off. Rolling up towards the restart zone we go. Green flag back in the air. Scott Rush may have jumped the start as he was not the leader. 2 laps to go. 3 wide behind. 4 goes around. 4 wide off of turn 2. Still green flag. 44 Tanner Ensign has to hold it for 1 more lap as they go 4 wide again off of turn 4. White flag is out, coming back no matter what. It's a demolition derby from here. Through turns 1 and 2. Everybody gets hooked up on each other, but nobody has a response for the 44 of Tanner Ensign. Trey Smith in the background has crashed. Oh, checkered flag is in the air. Tanner Ensign right in the line. Peyton Burkett with a move. Doesn't make it happen. 1/10 of a second behind Peyton Burkett in the number 17. But Tanner Ensign wins out here tonight at Kern County Raceway. Peyton Burkett in second, Marcus Kaiser in third, Scott Rush fourth, Derek Holochak in fifth, James Napier in sixth, Mike Loveless in seventh, Justin Bell in eighth, Mike Presley in ninth, Trey Smith in 10th, Bryton Coleman in 11th, Blake Cutwell and Dakota Henderson in 12th and 13th, both a lap down respectively. As they try to get all the Kyle Busch inspired paint jobs lined up together out here tonight in a fitting tribute. As the 48 slides onto the back of your screen. Let's see who we can get up here. Let's get Tanner Ensign up in here. Tanner Ensign, this is Pat Wilkinson up at the booth. You got me.
I got you, Pat. How you doing tonight, buddy?
Tanner, congratulations in that number 44 M&M's machine with a fantastic win out here at Kern County. Talk us through it.
This one goes out to the Busch family, Samantha, Brexton, Lennox, Kurt, their parents. I don't know, something about these tribute races, I just rise to another level, it seems. I won the one after for Biffle, and we were fast, we just weren't that fast, and I knew tires were going to be important. And at the end there, it'd take 4 or 5 laps for the tires to heat up and really fire off. So I just decided to stay out, and in doing so, it got us the win. I hate it for Brighton. He got turned going into turn 1. I don't really know what happened there, but I know I saw Peyton coming. He was fast and had me worried. I'm glad he ran me clean there at the end. I really appreciate that. Anticipated him driving through me into 3, but he ran it clean. I appreciate that a lot.
Couldn't agree with you more. Thank you for joining us up in the booth. We're glad you had one hell of a night out there in that number 44 as you burn it down. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we sign off?
I want to say thanks to my team. We were fast, got getting the top 5. Justin was fast. Thanks to the Stanford Whip Foundation and the WYO Outlaw Custom Diecast, and you up in the booth, Pat, each and every week, putting on a show for us.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you for joining us once again, and congratulations.
Yep, thank you.
Let's get Peyton Burkett, your second place finisher, out here. Peyton Burkett, this is Pat Wilkinson up the booth. You got me.
I got you loud and clear.
Peyton, what a move at the end of the race there, trying to get past the 44 Tanner Ensign. Just didn't make it work in the end, but 1/10 of a second behind in second place is nothing to shake a stick at. Congratulations on a fantastic second place finish.
Yeah, man, thank you. It was a fun race. I'm glad we finally got that green flag run there at the end. I was not happy to see that caution, as I was pretty much gone for the most part. But hey, it was fun. It's part of it. It's racing, and we'll chalk it up and move on.
Couldn't have put it better myself. Thanks for joining us up in the booth here at Tier 1 Studio. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we sign off?
No, I'd just like to thank, the boys who put on this race. I try and make as many as I can. Fun group to race with, and got my boy over there, Derek. He had a rough go at this race, but he ran great, and I guess yeah, just and you for putting on this broadcast. That's fun to race when you got people watching you and can talk about it after.
Couldn't have put it better myself. Thanks for joining us up in the booth, and hope you have a good night.
Yes, sir. Have a good one.
Let's see if we can get Marcus Kaiser in here now. We will call it a night. Marcus Kaiser, this is Pat Wilkinson up in the booth. You got me.
I got you, Pat. What's up, dude?
Marcus, congratulations on a fantastic P3 out here tonight at Kern County. Talk us through it.
Absolutely stole that podium right there at the end. We pulled a strategy call at the end not to take any tires, not to pit at all, and it paid off. It paid off because, boy, we had a terrible setup. So
couldn't have put it better myself. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we sign off for the night?
just prayers to the Busch family, and that's about it, man. Hope everybody's stay blessed and had a great weekend.
Couldn't have put it better myself. Thanks for joining us up in the booth, and hope to see you more next time.
Yes, sir. Have a good day.
Well, folks, you have yet again spent another perfectly good hour with all of us here at Tier 1 Studio. We thank you all for watching. This broadcast is brought to you in part by WIO Outlaw Custom Diecast, the Stanford Whip Foundation, Redline Radio, and Raiders Wasteland, the premier DayZ experience on Xbox. Veteran owned and operated, Raiders Wasteland offering something for every gamer looking to survive the zombie apocalypse. Weekly events for PvE and PvP players, and different maps for all to enjoy. Join the Discord today at Raider PvE, RAIDER PvE. This broadcast is brought to you by Tier 1 Studios, Tier 1 Wraps, and Tier 1 Setup Shops. If you want to get in on the action, be sure to check us out here at Tier 1 Setup Shop, where we have some of the best guys around to help you build the fastest race cars that you can get here on iRacing. And feel free to ask about joining me up in the booth. We are looking for more broadcasters here on Tuesdays and Wednesday nights to open up some availability for other leagues that need some glove here on YouTube. My name's Pat Wilkinson up in the booth. This has been Tier 1 Studio and the Wild West Racing League Late Model Series. And until next time, goodbye, farewell, and amen. And remember, we're not all here forever. And with what happened with Kyle Busch, that speaks volumes. Hug your loved ones. Tell them you love them. Because you never know when the last time is going to be. Thank you for joining us tonight.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Looking to take your racing to the next level? You need speed and you need style. At Tier 1 Setup Shop, we'll help you hit the track with total confidence. We provide race-winning setups for all 3 eNASCAR series, Cup, Xfinity, and Trucks, plus a huge variety of asphalt oval cars. We've also brought that performance to the dirt. Winged and non-winged sprint cars, micro sprints, dirt midgets, all built by racers who know how to win. And now, get the perfect look. We offer professional wraps and graphics with Tier 1 Wraps. Multiple feature artists make it easy to find a design to fit your exact needs and budget. Get what you need when you need it with individual setup purchases, or get full weekly access with a Tier 1 subscription. Tier 1 Setup Shop. You're more than a customer, you're part of the team.
Yeah. Fired up. This one's for the drivers. Out in the shop, late night lights, grease on our hands, chasing lap times, every turn, every line we find. Trying to build that edge you feel when you drive. From the blacktop tracks to the dirt out back, we've been putting in work, yeah, we live like that. Not just fast for a lap, we make it last. So when it counts, you're gone on the gas. We don't guess, we know what it takes. Every setup built from the ground, we break. If you want that feel when the car locks in, you're in the right place. Let's go win. Yeah, we built one, yeah, we built for the win. Hammer down, let it ride, do it all again. From the green flag flying to the checkered drop, with a reason you're leading Tier 1 Setup Shop. Tier 1, take it straight to the front. League nights, open runs, we're the ones you want. Dialed in speed, yeah, we don't miss shots. If you want to win races, Tier 1 Setup Shop. Got weekly sets ready, ready to roll. Quality trim sharp, race pace control. Builders in the lab, yeah, they stay on it. Every tweak, every change, we gain on it. Need a custom fit, yeah, we do that too. Built to match your style, what you like to do. And it ain't just speed, it's a team right here. We ride together every lap, every gear, yeah, we test, we tune, we put in the miles. Turn bad weeks into victory smiles. From rookies to pros, we're all about growth. Now fire that motor, let's get to the front. Yeah, we built for the win, yeah, we built for the Tier 1 setup shop. Yeah. See you in Victor Lane. Tier 1 setup shop. Tier 1. Tier 1.